The 2018 Audi R8 V10 is an amazing blend of performance and luxury. Some people deem it a supercar that's a superstar. Others deem it a dream machine. Let's take a look at it and see what you think. As far as performance is concerned, the base R8 comes with a 5.2-liter, 40-valve dual overhead cam, fuel stratified injected V10 engine that'll kick out 532 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. And that's coupled with a 7-speed S-tronic automatic dual clutch transmission, and that'll generate enough force to get this from 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. And it comes in starting at only $165,000. And for those of you that are interested in a topless edition, there is the Spider convertible model available, and that starts out at only $177,000. And for those of you that need even more power, there's the R8 V10 Plus, and that'll generate 632 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque, and get this moving from 0 to 60 in about 3.2 seconds. And that'll run you only $194,000 plus. And if that's not enough for Audi enthusiasts, there's also what we're looking at today. It is their limited production R8 V10 RWS, fully rear wheel driven, sans quattro, and it'll set you back only $142,000. But you get a lot of bang for your buck and a driving experience second to none. The vehicle's built on an ASF multi-material space frame using lightweight technology to really enhance the performance of the R8. The suspension system up front is an aluminum dual wishbone setup, as well as in the rear with a fixed sport suspension that has dampers that are adjusted through magnetically charged fluid in the shock absorbers themselves, and it gives it a tremendously enhanced dynamic ride. For those R8s equipped with Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive, under normal driving conditions, the power is sent to the rear wheels, but as needed, up to 100% of the torque could be shifted to the front. The exterior has supercar written all over it with a drag coefficient of only 0.36, and that explains why the sexy exterior has these hidden door handles. You have Audi's single frame signature grille up front with the Audi Sport callout. Plus there is the LED daytime running lights as well as full headlight system and an incredibly distinctive backup and brake light system as well. The standard R8 comes with a 19-inch 5 double-spoke aluminum alloy wheel, but we stepped up to the optional 20-inch, and it's a 10-spoke Y design forged alloy rim. You have two 45/30 ZR 20s up front, and you have the 305s in the back. Plus you can enjoy these giant quad disc brakes all the way around, ABS braking system and electronic stability control, all designed to make this vehicle run like a dream. And inside there's a very spacious 8 cubic feet of cargo space. Plus you have your little netted areas right here in the back and on the sides, and there's even an extra 12-volt power source. It's awesome. I really like the way they carried the black honeycomb treatment from the front of the vehicle all the way to the back of the vehicle, just like with the blackout treatment on the side mirrors, the rims, even the black diffuser back here matching the black twin trapezoidal exhaust outlets. It really is a menacing look. Plus you have those amazing backup brake lights. The rear spoiler you can deploy on your own or at certain speeds. It's nice choices to have. Whew, man, I tell you, it's hot back here. You can feel the exhaust, the heat from this massive V10. I mean, listen to that purr. That is pure engine. Now, if you want to get to it behind the glass panel, well, all you have to do is there's a button right here. Bam! Open it up, and you're in. That's in case you want to, change the oil or tune it up sometime, you know how to get to it. The first thing you'll notice as you glide in to the R8 is how driver-focused this vehicle is. Audi's used the monoposto design where they have this U-shaped arc coming right around the driver. It really, sets you deep into the 12.3-inch virtual cockpit. It's fully digital, fully customizable, brilliant. Also, you're able to operate off the functions off of your Audi MMI interface down here, which is touch sensitive in the center console. And you can control a lot of the components on the digital screen right here from your 3-spoke flat bottom sport steering wheel. With this model, you have your start stop button right here in bright red, you can't miss it. And then you have your drive select mode over here. So you can switch from a comfort mode, auto mode, dynamic mode, and an individualized mode that you can create. I love the carbon fiber accents right here, as well as throughout the interior. We also have leather package where you have leather on the dash system, and this is where you can see their flying wing design with it. You also can appreciate the stereo system. You have a 13-speaker plus subwoofer Bang & Olufsen stereo system, generating 550 watts of amazing sound in this compact, acoustically designed environment. It was specifically designed for the Audi R8. Thank you, B&O. Dead center, you have your air conditioning controls and heated seat controls, which are some of the simplest to use. You can heat with a touch of a button. Air conditioning, you simply can push it to max, bam, right there. Control up the speed, control the temperature with a twist, keep it automatic, control the air vents, across the board, rear defroster system, everything right laid out dead center. And it's kind of floating above this hidden compartment. Down here you have your 2 USB connectivities with auxiliary input, as well as another power source, or what some people call a potential future cigarette lighter, which I don't recommend. But you also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability as well, in case you want to hook up directly to your compatible phone. Now, with this tucked away, you have your, moderate-sized glove box, and what comes out but a can? And why a can? Well, this is the one thing. Call it maybe a tiny drawback, but this is a can holder. And when you utilize the can holder, you can't close the armrest. But who wants to keep their arm up there when you have the hands up here? You might have noticed I've had my tiny bottles of water around. Sorry, same thing. I don't use the big bottle of water in here. I use tiny bottles of water. Boom, ba-doom, bam, and they still don't quite fit. But the good news is you can slide your can over here, and behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat, there's plenty of room for a little extra cargo in case you get real thirsty on a long trip. Yeah, lots of cargo, because you'll go through these pretty quick. At any rate, the seats. Let's talk about the seats. Okay. These seats are sports seats, Napa leather, absolutely beautiful. The standard seating in this vehicle is 14 power adjustments, but this has the optional 18 power adjustment. But when you go up to the V10 Plus, you get that as well. You also have the gorgeous, it's hard to see, it's kind of dark, but you have your Alcantara headliner here. And I think everything is pretty much set and ready to rock. You want to go for a spin? I do. I know this is shameful, but I'm going to do it anyway. I gotta slow down. Gotta slow down. So many people are looking for the RWS, and even though they're making 999 of them throughout the world, I understand there's only 320 of them available in the United States with the Rear Wheel Series. and we're in one of them. And the sun came out, and it's a beautiful day. And you just feel that engine roar. That exhaust is so meaty. Even though I wish we had the performance button here and the exhaust adjuster, you just have to listen to the natural exhaust of this machine. At 7-speed, S-tronic shifts so effortlessly, and it steers so precisely. You can definitely feel it's lighter than the standard Quattro R8. I believe it's about 110 pounds lighter, and that lighter front end allows for a quicker steering responsiveness. You know, I think people have their own particular taste. You know, if they want the Quattro, the all-wheel capability, that's fantastic. But I understand there's even some people that along the way bought a Quattro and took the front suspension out, the front system out, just so they could lighten it up, just like this is right now. And after driving it just a little bit, you understand why. This is a breathtaking machine. Time to merge, baby. Needless to say, you have plenty of merging power. Let's check the drive mode select. Ooh, we're in dynamic. We can go to comfort. Soften up the rough city streets. We can go to auto for the lazy driver. But I have to admit, I prefer dynamic. You feel that naturally aspirated V10 engine right behind you. It's just great. And the natural exhaust kicking you out. Bam! And I think what's nice is the mere fact that you can use this both as an everyday driver. It's that comfortable, and as a weekend warrior, you know, where you really want to put it to the test or just look good. This would be fun to cruise away in on a weekend with that special someone. It would be nice to just escape behind the wheel of a magnificent machine like this. Some people were wondering about the fuel economy of this vehicle. You get around 13 miles an hour in town and about 25 on the highway for a combined of 18. But you don't buy this vehicle to save gas. You buy it to burn it. This is a driver's car. Oh, one of the things I forgot to mention, the RWS, you know, one of the ways that it sets it out from the other R8s is that you have the more subdued rear spoiler that I can raise to add additional downforce. Not that I need it in traffic, but it doesn't have the real large, meaty, built-on rear spoiler like you see on the Quattros. But it does the trick. And actually, I like the lines when it's down a little nicer, a little smoother. Before I forget as well, because there's a lot of stuff I don't want to forget, you have an Audi Sport puddle light that as you open the door at night, you know, just is another bit of Audi Sport badging, which is a nice touch. It's a little delicate touch. Time to roll. That transmission just glides through the gears. Oh man, that power you feel with that V10 right behind your back, just propelling this vehicle down the road. And the wider track and the lighter weight and just the incredible responsive steering with your 7-speed S-tronic transmission. This vehicle will definitely put a smile on your face. Look out, it's a Prius. The 2018 R8 is making a clear and bold statement that Audi's racing heritage is alive and well with the new RWS. And when you get a chance to get behind the wheel of one and experience the lighter machine, quicker responsiveness, the power, the dynamics, then you just might find the 2018 Audi R8 to be the right vehicle for you. But there's only one way to find out. Check it out, drive it for yourself, and see how it feels behind the wheel. You won't be disappointed.